What it do? This is your boy KQKC Boxing Network, and I be working. First of all, I want to thank all my supporters. Thank you for coming in every day, showing love, and always supporting the channel. And I also want to thank everyone for hitting the like button, always subscribing. I appreciate you. I come on Monday through Friday, and that's 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Now, let's get into this video. Now, Tim Bradley is doubling down on what he said. Now, Tim Bradley believes that Oscar Valdez should take a hair follicle test. He believes that the Victor Conte came out today and said that Canelo Alvarez took a hair follicle test for this fight coming up with Calvin Plant. Now, he said that he still sticks by what he said about Oscar Valdez. He still believes that if he fights so beautifully tomorrow night, it doesn't make a difference. Because what they're going to say is that Oscar Valdez, was on steroids. And of course, most of your Mexican descent fans believe that Oscar Valdez is pretty much a clean fighter. But Tim Bradley said, why don't you do what Canelo did? Take a hair follicle. A hair follicle tell you how long you've been using PEDs. Now, of course, I'm going to play what Tim Bradley said, but let me explain what else he said. Now, of course, shout out to FightHype.com. Now, FightHype asked him this question. Well, what about Canelo? Well, he said, well, Canelo, let me tell you this. In the Triple G fight, in the Kovalev fight, Canelo was always getting tired. He always was tired. And I'm talking about, we ain't talking about the 12th round. We're not talking about the 11th round. We're talking about more like the 5th fucking round, all right? And now, like he said, Canelo's walking people down. Canelo's taking his time, walking people down, punching, and breaking up faces. He's stronger. All right, now he got better endurance. All right, now, of course, we know that's not because he's so in shape. Because we know he's a big guy. He's a short, stocky guy. And normally that they, carry a lot of weight. Because when you're short, you see little guys, they always pumping iron. And, no offense, but Drew Titan's not a big guy. He's a small guy. And, when you pump iron and stuff, you get muscles faster. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm not talking about nobody or nothing like that. But that's what he wants Oscar Valdez to do, to pretty much take the hair follicle test, and that way we'll know how long he's been using, or maybe that just was his first time, and it was a mistake, allegedly a mistake. But Tim Bradley said he wanted to boycott this fight tomorrow night, but he thought about it, and he thought about it. And he said, you know what? I'm not a guy that gives up. Now, he do commend Andre Ward for helping out Calvin Plant. He said that's a good thing. Now, he also said that, yeah, he wanted to boycott the fight, but he thought that he would go through with it, and he's going to call it straight down the line, just like I said I'm going to do. Now, of course, I'm going to call the fight straight down the line. Of course, I'm not going to call it like he do, of course, but I am going to call it like that. Why? Because I'm here not for me. I'm not here for KQ. I'm here for you all. I'm here for you all, my supporters. And for that, let me play a little bit of Tim Bradley.
Many fighters that are abusing or using, now they have a loophole. They feel that they have a loophole because if they're allowing, WBC is allowing, and the commission here in Arizona is allowing them to go ahead and let this fight happen, then a lot of other athletes are going to be like, shoot, you let Valdez, you gave him a pass, you gave Valdez a pass, like, what the heck, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of guys are going to think that, well, it's not in competition, right? It's not in competition, so then it's a slippery slope. So that's the biggest issue that I have with this fight. And, I would also say this, if I could, I'm hired by ESPN, I have to call this fight, I have to do my job. But if I could, I wouldn't want to call this fight. But the fact of the matter is, truth of the matter is that I have a job to do. And, I thought about it. I thought about not calling this fight, and kind of boycott this fight. But at the same damn time, I thought to myself, I said, well, I've never ran from anything in my life. Maybe a couple of dogs in the neighborhood, you know, but
We won't count that.
But I'm just saying, I'm always been a man of my word. You know, I mean what I say most of the time when I.
Okay, there you go. Now, Tim Bradley wanted to boycott this fight. Now, of course, I never thought about boycotting this fight. No, it's not right what the WBC is doing. And of course, Tim Bradley also go on and say that if we don't be careful, we'll have governing bodies like the WBC doing and changing rules and regulations as they see fit. And next thing you know, boxing will be a laughing stock more than it is right now. And then he said also that the WBC would be responsible for all the Jake Pauls, all the Holyfields, because Holyfield is damn near 60 years old. There's no damn way they should have approved him to fight. Or they should have got him not the regular boxing examination, a real Mayo Clinic type examination. And that's according to quote unquote Bob Arum. And we're going to get into that tomorrow. We're going to get into this tomorrow. Oh, baby. KQ going to have a show for you tomorrow. All right. And also, I will be calling this fight tomorrow. But let's get back to the matter at hand. PEDs, performance enhancing drugs. That is pretty much a nice way to say I'm a cheater. Now, I don't agree with Tim Bradley on a lot of things. And right now, I do agree with him on this. But overall, I still think he's a company man. I still think he blacker than a second little black little rascal. Fuck him, right? But still, he is speaking with truth. He is speaking with what's right and what's wrong. He has been a fighter. And according to him, quote unquote, when he was a fighter, he made sure that what he put in his body, that it was something that would not affect him popping dirty. He said he used to go out and call on Water when he had the WBC. He was in the rankings. He was on the top 15. And when you're the top 15, you have to sign something, all right? And therefore, you under what? VADA, and it costs the WBC. Now, of course, like he said, he made sure that he doesn't pop dirty. He didn't. He believes that if you work hard, and same way I believe, and most of you all believe, that if you work hard, if you train hard, if you double down and, not overtrain, but pretty much train yourself crazy. Now, you shouldn't have to worry about making weight if you're doing it the right way, if you acting the right way, if you're doing things the right way, if you are training the right way. Now, I'm going to tell you, my people, my brothers, my sisters, all right? Now, one thing about it, you got more clean boxers out there right now than you do dirty boxers. Now, when you speak of people like David Benavidez, right? David Benavidez, he's not that type of guy. I'm talking about, no, not that type of guy that would do PEDs, all right? He's not that type of guy that got the money or the finances like a Canelo Alvarez, or let me put it this way, or a Team Canelo, all right? Because Canelo got money, Eddie Renzo got money. Now, of course, I believe that, let's say 1, 2, 3, that's on record, did pop dirty for PEDs that out of Eddie Renzo camp. And we are talking about Oscar Valdez. We are talking about Canelo Alvarez. We are talking about what was his name? Martinez. All right, we are talking about those three, all right, that pop dirty. So, with that said, and more tomorrow at 12:30 p.m., I am KQ. I am KC Boxing Network. I am the singing OG. If you want to check out FightHype.com, make sure you go check him out. Check out the interview with Timothy Bradley. He's in Tucson, Arizona, for the fight tomorrow night. So there you go. All right. So make sure you subscribe to KQKC. Make sure you hit the like button. all right, on this video. Make sure you share and like on all social media platforms. You always can find me right here on YouTube at KQKC Boxing Network. You also can find me on Instagram, all right? Now, with that said, I appreciate your time, and I want you to have a good evening, all right? And with that, I greet you with the ancient word of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Salaikum salam. Peace be unto you. I'm out.